It's called Judgment Day. And think about that word for a minute, judgment. What that means on July 20th, somebody's heart is going to be judged. Somebody's will is going to be judged. Somebody's commitment is going to be judged. I got the magic man over here, and I like his attributes.
But, you know, the word Judgment Day, that's why we called it that, because no one's been knocked out between the pair of us. And I think both camps strongly feel that there's one guy's going to lose that record of never being knocked out.
Thank you, thank you. So far, so good. I mean, we've been working really hard, just trying to get the word out to everyone to let them know we have a massive fight July 20th, and I got to defy all odds. You know, I'm coming into Danny Green, beloved Australia, and we plan on taking the title away, unfortunately for him. But we're really stoked about the event. I'm a champion. I've been a champion for many, many years, and I just want the people to know that I take my job very, very seriously, and we're in the hurt business. And on July 20th, somebody's getting hurt.
That doesn't sound too enticing. So, look, this is a massive fight for me. It's, you know, I'm fighting one of the best fighters ever graced these shores, and his credentials are impeccable, and I've got a lot of respect for the guy inside and outside the boxing ring. But you know, July 20, what I do inside the boxing ring, I think it's a secret. My job is to break my opponent down, is to punish him, and try and get them out of there as quick as possible. And that'll be my full intentions on July 20. So, you know, I think his style, my style, is going to make for obviously an exciting clash, and I actually don't think it's going to go the distance. I never predicted a knockout. I never predicted what round, you know, if I was going to finish anyone, and I won't do that now. But I don't think this is going to be going 12 rounds this fight.
Oh, most certainly can win, and I just want to say, you know, if Danny Green is able to knock me out, then you're looking at a living legend, because something that's never been done before, even in my amateur days. And I've been in boxing a long, long time, and I tell everyone, you don't be in the sweet science that long and look like this. Obviously, I'm doing something right. You know, we're two champions, and I'm coming in his backyard, okay, Sydney, Australia. I don't think, if I can win over some fans, that'll be beautiful up until the date. But I doubt it. It's just going to be me and my team coming over here, and we're going to invade Australia. And that's the only way I can secure victory, is make sure it don't get to the judges, in the judges' hands. I got to knock him out, and that's what we're going to train to do.
You know, I've never been knocked out, and I don't intend on getting knocked out. You know, you get a lot of people, you know, talking a lot before the fight, and you know, there's not really going to be a lot of disrespect between myself and Antonio, because we both have mutual respect. But you know, he's intent on a knockout, and the more that I hear that, it makes me more intent on trying to return the favour. So
I'm not going to say which round I'm going to knock him out in, because you can't really predict that type of stuff. But I've been courageous in my career. I mean, who can ever forget minutes before the fight, you know, and the referee brought me and Roy Jones together, and this was Superman we talking about. And I said to the ref, he asked us, did we have any questions? I said, yeah, I have a question. What's your excuse tonight, Roy? And 2 rounds later, he was knocked out. And you know, you can hear a pin drop in that arena. And I tell you, I'm Mr. No Excuses. There will be no excuses July 20th. I'm coming to win like I always have. I think it's, like I said before, it's sexy coming to someone's country in their backyard and being the villain, so to speak. We got our work cut out. Trust me, I know Danny Green is a tough, tough fighter. And that's the only reason that I can put myself out there and say, I'm going to do something that's never been done before, because I'm going to go back home and I'm going to put in the work. We're going to be in great shape. We're going to be strong. And whatever he brings won't be good enough. I'm going to fight Danny Green like no one else has ever fought him before. And I'm going to introduce him to something he's never been accustomed to, and that's getting knocked out, because I cannot leave it in the judge's hand, because everybody's in favor of him. So the only way I can secure victory, make sure that I take that belt home, is to knock him out. So the pressure's on me, but I'm going to live up to that. I'm going to live up to the expectations.
I'm not going to predict the round. I never have, and I'm not going to start doing that now.
You're two winners, aren't you?
So, no, it's just called, it's called confidence, mate. It's called being, you know, I guess, I've never been one to, you know, to let my mouth fly off. So look, I'm confident of a victory, and like I said, the styles that you know, we're both bringing to this fight, it's going to end before the distance. And you know, I wish, you know, this fight, you know, it's in Sydney, it's the Entertainment Centre in Sydney, and I know that Melbourne's, you know, a massive fight capital, and they love their sport and love boxing, and I'm looking forward to hopefully being victorious and then bringing, you know, a fight to Melbourne in the not too distant future. But you know, as far as a round for a knockout goes, I just want my hand raised in victory at the end of the fight, and I'll be happy to you know, put another, you know, future Hall of Famer on my resume.
Antonio, what do you say to people who say you're 42 years old, you're too old?
Don't I look good? That's what it's all about. I've always defied my critics. You know, I turned pro at 28. You know, very rarely do you find a fighter that turns pro at 28 and have a long, successful, prosperous career like I have. If I would have listened to the critics, I would have never got off the ground. So they motivate me. When I hear them say, I'm 42, I'm past my prime, that gives me all the incentive that I need to go out here and once again prove everyone wrong. I don't have no pressure on me. Danny Green has the pressure. He has to perform in front of thousands and thousands of people. I'm coming over here for one thing only, that's to kick butt and get my butt back to America with that title. That's it.
I don't think he's going to be going home with a belt, and you know, I think age is, like Antonio said previously, age is nothing but a number, and there's a lot of world champions out there that are defying the odds when it comes to age, and if you look after yourself, this is the only hand you're going to get from me, or the only compliment you're going to get from me, Antonio, but if you look after yourself like he has, you can obviously increase the longevity of your career, and that's what I, you know, intend on trying to do, and take a leaf out of this guy's book and try and, you know, emulate, you know, fighting on at an older age, as long as I'm still successful and I still have the people out there wanting to see me fight.
I just want to say it's just a pleasure being here. The people have received me with warm regards, and when I come back, it'll be showtime. You know, that's why we took time out to do the work, and we have to put this type of work in. But on the 20th, it'll be serious business. I'm going to perform, and I want to make my name over here in Australia. Let them know that when I came here, I took care of business. And you know, when you consider yourself a world champion, that means that you can go anywhere in the world and win. And that's what I'm going to prove on July 20th.